finished with my 2016 Altered Book Holiday Art Journal. I used The Spirit of Christmas, published by Leisure Arts, for the journal. I gutted the pages and just rebounded on the side here. The spine is a leather piece that I got at Hobby Lobby. Found it in a bag of leather scraps, and I thought, well, this will work for my journal. I had this little Santa Claus pin in my stash. Didn't know that I'd ever use him, but I did. And off of it is a Christmas tree, a wreath, and a little candy cane. Up here is a beaded bauble. Just adds a little cheer to the spine of my book. You open it this way. This little dragonfly, I stained him a red color just to make it more Christmassy. This is another pin, jewelry pin, just an arrow, but I thought it'd make a nice closure because underneath here I put that little trim and it holds it in place. I'm putting all my videos of creating all of these pages in a playlist, so you've seen the videos of me creating all of these, but I'm going to do a quick flip through of it. Just go through the pages. You can see how I bound it here. I bound it one page at a time. I just attached each page with some red crochet thread to a denim cloth piece right here, and then I attached the entire pages after they were bound to the denim piece to the leather piece underneath. I want to say something about why I'm calling it a holiday art journal instead of a December daily. Not because I choose the word holiday over Christmas or December or anything like that, but this covers the 3 holidays at the end of the year: Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and then one page for New Year's 2017. I also find that doing a holiday art journal commemorating the different holidays, it takes a lot of pressure off of having to do a page every day in December for a December daily. And I found that it was more enjoyable doing the pages when I didn't have to say, okay, this is December 15th, this is December 20th, this is December 31st. So I think I'll continue calling these journals as I make them holiday art journals. The inside cover, I have a little beaded scissor piece here. I did this several years ago and it was sitting at the bottom of my stash, and I thought it would really fit in this journal, so I decided to use it. This is an envelope that I created out of wrapping paper, a piece of scrap wrapping paper. Inside I have an introductory letter, and this letter just tells what this journal is all about. I just put it in here for documentation. Little snowflake charm dangling off of the end of the closure. My first page was a Halloween page. I call it Spooky, Celebrate Halloween. I put a little paperclip embellishment that I made, and then I put the word spooky written on a scrap piece of painted paper. I used Tim Holtz Found Relatives pack. I really like these vintage photos. This is one of a group of children ready to go trick-or-treating in their Halloween costumes. I really like these vintage photos. I have some candy wrappers around here and my 2016 sticker. The word Celebrate Halloween and these pumpkins I just cut out of a Country Living magazine. The next page is really another Halloween page. It's really just the back. I used the scraps that I had left over from this page to do this page. Have my paperclip embellishment here, some pumpkins. I drew a spider web in the corner up here and down here. This little index card I painted several years ago, but I really liked the color with it, and I journaled about Halloween on the back of the index card and put it in this pocket. This is my Christmas ornaments page. Stitching Together a Tradition. I found this journal spot and I thought, you know, that really fits this page. I made these little ornaments this year. Every year I try to make some type of a Christmas ornament. I found these big buttons at Walmart on sale. I thought, oh wow, they'll fit right on these ornaments. Crocheted red trim around the ornament and around the page. And boy, let me tell you, doing a crocheted trim around this page was a real challenge, but I got it done. The next page is my tattered Christmas angel. Let me tell you, this page has to be my favorite in this entire art journal. This is a needlework piece that I found at a thrift store. I would not use it in an art journal unless it was something that somebody intended to discard. And I found it at the bottom of a box, and I said, no way, it belongs in my art journal. So here it is, and I really do like it. I used the ends of a cutwork doily for her wings, and this is a button cover, and I really like how that fits on there. It just fits this page. Have some ribbon for a tassel coming down here, just adds a flair to the page. Some red trim, my paper clip embellishment, and a journal spot that says Tattered Angel. My next page is a Thanksgiving page. Here again I used the Found Relatives photo pack from Tim Holtz. Two little children dressed up as Indians. I thought it was appropriate for a Thanksgiving page. I used it as a pocket. This little Zentangle was given to me by my niece to color at Thanksgiving, so I told her I was going to take it home and put it in my art journal. So I did, and I journaled about our Thanksgiving on the back of this. This is a Thanksgiving napkin that we had at our Thanksgiving dinner. I saved one out to art journal with. The Happy Thanksgiving was part of a mailer that came in our newspaper, I believe. It came in our mail. The next page is my Harvest Moon page, and I really do like how this page turned out. This just really pops in this art journal. Even though it's not Christmassy, here again, it's part of the fall October theme and part of the fall celebrations. We had a supermoon this year, and let me tell you, that supermoon was just beautiful. And so that's what this page commemorates. My next page is a Christmas collage page. I made this out of scraps that I had left over from different projects. I really didn't know what I was going to do with it, but it turned out, looks like a quilt block, doesn't it? I have my little postal Santa Claus on the sides here, and these triangular pieces were part of a garland that I was making. Had some red bows up here. Wrote the word Christmas at the bottom. I really do like how these pages, where I don't know where they're going, and then in the end they turn out for me. I love it. The next page I call my Noel page. What I want to talk about here is the background. And I think doing this journal is where I discovered this technique of this texture. And I always knew that the paint coming through the fine line paint applicators had a texture, but I don't think I really took advantage of it. What I did to create these flourishes and this doily was use my fine line paint applicator with craft paint, nothing mixed in it, no media in it, to thin it down. I just use it as it is. I painted the background, then I put the flourishes on there and the doily, and then I put a wash over that whole thing. Just kind of pulls the pages together. And I really like this textured effect that it gives. It's very dimensional. I made a pocket out of just a piece of a dark red paper that came on the front piece of this art journal. You can see the same thing over here. Really coordinates in there. And this is a strip of Leisure Arts Spirit of Christmas books that was part of an advertising page in the back of the book. So I put it there. I just feel like it documents this book and the cover of this book. And this has turned out to be my card page. I put Christmas cards in here that I'd received. I like this Noel page. The colors just really coordinate. The next page I made out of Christmas dinner napkins and Christmas wrapping paper. I used my fine line paint applicator with white paint to draw out the country scene, embellish the trees, and Santa's beard and a trim on his coat. Wrote the word believe down here. This is my Christmas winter birds page. Here again, I have that texture. I really, really like the texture. There's just layers of texture on here. These little snowflake embellishments came off of a Christmas garland that I got at the Dollar Tree. And then I used little red bling over here to coordinate with the red birds. Next page is my Christmas mittens page. I found this little lone mitten, one of a pair, just laying around. So I cut him in half so I could use both sides of him and added some crocheted doilies. And here again I have that texture on the background of the pages. I really do like that technique. You're going to see me using that more and more and more. Here it is again on my Christmas parade page. All of this background, all these flourishes and decorative elements were added with the fine line paint applicator. Really like how that turned out. My next page commemorates our Christmas Day. This is a little spirograph page that my grandniece did. She drew it and then she handed it to me, so I thought, oh, that'll go in my art journal. And I really like how it coordinates with the Christmas napkin. I saved it from our Christmas dinner. I always have to save one out to art journal with, especially if it's a special occasion. But I like how her spirograph coordinates with this Christmas napkin. Made a little pocket out of a page protector here. I have red bling on the side. This is a picture of me and my little grandniece. I like how these two pages pulled together with this red background. I created these pages separately, not really knowing that they were going to go side by side, but they really do pull together with this red background. This is a necklace that my little grandniece gave to me for Christmas. I don't wear much jewelry, but it really fits in here, don't you think? I think so. My next page is a Christmas photos page. This page is really simple. I just did a purple background. Here again, I used my fine line paint applicator. I used gold metallic paint, and it's really thick. It's almost like it's been embossed on there. Got trim over here on the side. This is a photo pack with all my Christmas photos in it, and on the front I put a picture of Penelope Rose, my little pincushion doll that's my studio mascot. Up here in the corner, I collaged a little digital sketch that I did of Penelope Rose. I really like how that works. I might be doing more of that in the future. This is my stained glass page. I wanted to do at least one stained glass page. I used wax paper, my drop papers here, where I brush off my paint and everything, my scrap paint, and I tore it into pieces and collaged it down. It was really dull because the paint is a matte paint, so it's not going to be bright and shiny. But that's okay. When I put on the black of the stained glass window, it really made this page pop out. The colors just really popped out. That contrast between the black and the color just really works. And I didn't know what this page was going to be when I first started it. This page is one page that really spoke to me, and it told me what it wanted to be. It wanted to be a Christmas dance. So there you go, there it is. My last page is a Welcome 2017 page. And here again, I have this texture. I painted the background, used my fine line paint applicator. At first I was going to call them snowflakes, but they turned out to be stars, which is okay. And then I painted over those with a wash. And then before the wash was completely dry, I rubbed out the centers to make the stars shine. I really like that technique. I'll be doing more of that too. This is an antique postcard. I was looking through my postcards. I collect postcards, but I haven't collected many in the last few years. This is one that I just happen to have with me, and it's January 1. I really like the journaling on here. It just fits, whether it's 110 years old or 2017. Health, wealth, and happiness may attend your new year. And then it's two little winter birds underneath of an umbrella. This postcard was sent in 1907, so it's 110 years old, and it fits in my art journal. The person that sent this postcard 110 years ago probably had no idea that it was going to end up to be a part of Mary Abrams at the Meri.Atelier's art journal. But there it is. Welcome, 2017. My last page is a page that I got in a swap. The person that did this page, thank you very much. You nailed it on the colors. The colors of the page just really go with the colors in this art journal. I'm really happy with it. She put a little notebook page with a stamp on here down in the lower right, so I made an index titling all of these pages. The back of it is just a plain silver. I think I'm going to leave it that way because it says the end. The back cover is a pocket here that I made out of a scrap piece that I had left over from binding it. And then I put a DVD in here where videos of me creating all of these pages will be recorded. Somebody 110 years from now, if they know how to pull the videos off of this DVD, will see how each one of these pages was created, if my art journal lasts that long. Here I just documented Mary Abrams' 2016 Holiday Art Journal. So there it is. I'm very happy with it. I want to start finishing my projects, and when I do an altered book, I don't want to leave it half finished. And this was a good start for it. It's a good way to start 2017. Very happy with this art journal. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next page.